Thank you, Steve. And again, we appreciate everybody joining the call today. I see that we're getting close up to 100 participants on the call. Throughout the slide deck, if you're not online and you do have the PowerPoint, I will pause and reference the slide that I'm on so that if you are following through your PowerPoint, you'll know where I'm at on the slide presentation. As many of you are aware, we're currently in the open enrollment election period. So a few topics we're going to review today is the Medicare prescription drug plans, talk about the low-income subsidy, talk about some specific requirements around the Medicare Advantage plans and their specific open enrollment period, and some facility enrollment strategies that we have available for the facilities, and also talk about a couple of our products and tools that's available to our facilities, mainly in our ViewMaster web portal, where we provide MedD plan alerts, a facility resource center, and a list of low-income subsidies by plan by state that shows which plans are available for the low-income subsidy. Also, PharMerica has an extra tool referred to as RxAllow that I would go into. And finally, the last few slides of this PowerPoint are some websites, tools, contact information that you want to keep readily available to assist you or assist beneficiaries or the responsible parties in selecting Medicare Advantage plans where they're available or the regular Medicare Part D plans by specific states. So we're on slide 3. As you're aware, we're currently in the 2019 annual enrollment period, referred to as AEP, which began on Monday, October the 19th and runs through December, Friday 7th. Same period as last year, nothing's changed with the open enrollment period. During the open enrollment period, all Medicare beneficiaries can join, drop, or switch their Medicare Part D prescription drug plans or their Medicare Advantage plans if they're available in your state. If a 2019 PDP plan, they will be re-enrolling their current plan if available, along with any plan changes that become effective in 2019. So, key to note here, if a Medicare beneficiary plan is being discontinued in 2019 and they do not join another plan in the open enrollment, they may be without a prescription drug plan for all of 2019. Are auto-assigned to a suboptimal plan. If their plan is remaining active through 2019 and lose their low-income subsidy and they do not re-enroll into another plan, then the beneficiary responsible party could be responsible for additional premiums since the plan no longer qualifies for a low-income subsidy. Extra Help, or what we refer to as low-income subsidy, is a federal program designed to help low-income Medicare beneficiaries pay a portion of their Medicare Part D prescription drug cost. Eligibility is based on the person's income and financial resources set at the state level, helps both with the monthly premium and drug cost. Not all plans qualify for the low-income subsidy. Each year, insurance companies adjust their plan's monthly premium. Some Medicare Part D plans adjust their premiums above the state low-income subsidy benchmark limits, while other plan sponsors lower their premiums so their plans can qualify for a state zero premium. Again, this means that the plans that qualify for the low-income subsidy premium can change each year. Because of the changes in the annual Medicare Part D plan premiums and LIS benchmarks, some full low-income subsidy plans beneficiaries may be automatically reassigned to a new 2019 Part D plans that still qualify for the zero monthly premium. Note, Extra Help recipients who chose their own plan in the past will not be auto-reassigned. Again, it's important to note, if the beneficiary has selected their own plan in the past, they will not be reassigned to a new plan, even if that plan is losing its low-income subsidy in 2019. I want to touch briefly regarding the states that have the Medicare Advantage plan, the open enrollment and disenrollment period. There are special rules and requirements around Medicare Advantage plans. The beneficiaries have an annual opportunity to disenroll from the current plan and return to an original Medicare plan between January 1st and February 14th of every plan year. Now, the effective date of this enrollment request made during the Medicare Advantage disenrollment period will be the first of the month following the Medicare Advantage plan's recipient of the disenrollment request. So, example, a request made in January will be effective in February. A request made in February will be effective in March 1st. The Medicare Advantage disenrollment period does not provide an opportunity to join or switch Medicare Advantage plans. It only allows the opportunity for them to disenroll in a Medicare Advantage plan, and the beneficiary responsible party must then select and re-enroll in a PDP plan. So again, why would a beneficiary want to switch to a different Medicare Advantage plan during this open enrollment or disenrollment period? Medicare Advantage plans have certain benefits, which does include Medicare Part A and Part D. Many of them also includes prescription drug coverage. Some of the plans include routine vision services and other benefits. These extra benefits beyond the Part A and Part D can change year to year. A Medicare Advantage prescription plan can also change the drug formulary that includes the list of covered drugs from plan year to plan year. By now, the beneficiary responsible party should have received a notification from their current Medicare Advantage plan if there's any notice change of their benefits. So please pay attention to this if you know the beneficiary responsible party received a annual notice of change. Throughout the year, a Medicare Advantage plan can also change their formulary at any time. The beneficiary should also receive a notice for when this formulary change is made throughout the year. Currently on slide 8, Medicare Part D open enrollment. Again, why would a beneficiary want to enroll in a standalone Medicare Part D prescription drug plan if they're disenrolling from a Medicare Advantage plan? Again, most Medicare Advantage plans do include prescription drug coverage. If they elect to disenroll from the Medicare Advantage, they need to select an original Medicare plan that would have a prescription drug coverage. And again, with any Medicare Advantage plan or Medicare Part D plan, benefits, premiums, co-payments, co-insurance may change on January the 1st of each calendar year. So some enrollment strategies for the facility. Priority should be given to residents who need to move due to their plan's loss of low-income subsidy status for 2019. These residents should be moved to a low-income subsidy plan available in their state of residence. We'll go through in just a minute where you can obtain a list of these residents who have been identified on your current census with PharMerica that needs to move to a new plan on our ViewMaster web portal. And also in ViewMaster, facilities can obtain a list by state along with the cms.government website to educate your residents or responsible parties on plans available in their state of residence. If a resident choose their own plan in the past since 2006, they must select a new plan or to be liable for premiums. For those residents or responsible parties, they should have already received a tan paper referred to the low-income subsidy chooser notice. They will not be auto-reassigned to a new plan. They must select a new plan for 2019, again, if they received the tan paper. If a resident was auto-assigned into a new plan by CMS, they will be auto-assigned to a new plan in 2019 unless they formally select a new plan. Those residents who have been auto-assigned in the past should now receive, by now, a blue paper, which is referred to as the reassignment notice. Now, for long-term care facility residents, there is a transitional period. So if a plan member, resident, or responsible party chooses a new plan for 2019, there is a transitional period for the first 90 days that allow transition into the new PDP formulary if a product is not on formulary, which is still subject to prior authorization and step therapy. And again, residents in long-term care facility fall under the special exemption. That under a standard Medicare Part D plan, it allows them to change plans throughout the calendar year, which becomes effective of the first of the following month. And again, once they change plans, there is an exception of the benefit that provides up to 30 days additional assistance to ensure the residents are enrolling the best coverage for the plans available. Please note, this is only under the PDP plans. The special exemption rule does not apply if they're under the Medicare Advantage plan. The only time they can disenroll in that Medicare Advantage plan is from January 1st through February the 15th. Once the resident has elected to change their PDP or health plan coverage during the open enrollment, that plan becomes effective January 1st. And again, any changes to residents in LTC who wish to change their PDP plan becomes effective of the first of the following month after the change is made. Now we're moving on to slide 12, which we're going to go through some step-by-step here on how to access some very relative information for each of our clients by facility site. And it's through our ViewMaster RX, our web portal. Now, if you have problems remembering your login or password, our customer service center is available 24/7. The number is on the screen here, but I'll give it just in case you want to write it down. It's 877-874-2768. Again, it's 877-874-2768. It's our customer service center who can assist you with log on to our ViewMaster portal to obtain this information. Once you sign into our ViewMaster portal, you come up to our main page. With any of our website pages, on the left-hand column are what we refer to as quick links. You want to go into the medication, med order management tab. Once you click the management screen, if you look at the red arrow on the left-hand side, you can go down and hit a quick link referred to as the Med-D Plan Alerts. It's also available on our main screen at the very bottom center of the page under Savings Opportunity. It's also a secondary quick link to the Med-D Plan Alerts. Once you click the Med-D Plan Alerts, you would come to another screen. For those that are corporate clients and have corporate access to multiple facility locations, you would need to select the facility by each facility location. Or if you're a single client with PharMerica and don't have multiple locations, it will automatically populate your single facility location, and all you need to do is click the display in the screen to access the Med-D Plan Alerts, which are downloaded in a PDF file format. Now, before we get to that format, again, I want to stress what this Med-D Plan Alert contains. It contains two parts. Part number one is the most important. It identifies the current list of residents we have active that will be losing their low-income subsidy plan for 2019. This report will include the resident's name, the contract ID number, the plan name, and the description for ease. To be sure to avoid premiums, these residents will need to choose a new, or CMS may auto-reassign them a new plan for 2019. Part two of this PDF file, which we're going to go in detail more, looks at the most effective cost coverage for all residents and all plans, just not the low-income subsidy plans. It actually pulls current clients' drug regimen, highlight those residents with plan coverage restrictions, such as prior authorization and step therapy, with their active medications and the reasons for the restriction. It will list up to 3 alternative plans available in the resident state with less restricted coverage, along with contact information for each provider. Now again, it won't list up to 3 alternatives. If there's only 1 or 2 alternatives, it's only going to list 1 or 2 alternatives that may be in some regions. Throughout 2019, this Med-D Plan Alert is available and can be used to find and help move residents to better, less restrictive plans. The plan alerts can be scheduled to be received by fax or email on a monthly, weekly, or daily basis. We do recommend that you run monthly. And again, in a moment, we'll go through where you would set up this plan alert report to be sent to your email automatically or to your fax automatically on a monthly basis. Now, I'm going to go back to the ViewMaster screen on slide 14. When you select a display, it's going to download a PDF file. And once you open up the PDF file, this is an example of what you will be looking at. This is the loss of the LS plan report. Now on your screen, it is grayed out at the bottom the specific residence name for PHI information, but this will pull an active report based on your facility census of residents that will be losing their low-income subsidy plan report for 2019. That's one reason why we put this to the very front of this PDF download report, so that you will receive this and know which residents you must take immediate action on, or ensure that they're taking immediate action on selecting a different PDP or Medicare Advantage plan for 2019. The next section of the PDF is understanding the plan alert. As I mentioned, we will pull specific residents and their drug regimen and show up to 3 other alternatives that may provide better drug coverage for them based on their current drug regimen. This first screen is just an understanding. It is included in the PDF download that the column 1 with the 0 is the resident's current drug regimen. Column 2 is the current plan they're in, plan restrictions, and then there's a definition of the codes just below that: NC non-covered, PA prior authorization, ST step therapy, C covered. Then in the blue or gray highlighted section 3 are the 3 alternatives for that resident's state of residence. Section 4 at the bottom of the page provides contact information for those 3 references of alternative plans for the resident responsible party to contact those plans to enroll them in a new plan if it's a more favorable plan. So again, on slide 18 that we're on is a specific example. It is by resident. So you could get anywhere from 10 to 200 of these in the PDF report, depending on how many residents you have in your facility. That will be resident specific, identify the current Med-D plan sponsor, again, the facility and address, and then for the particular resident, their specific drug regimen that they're currently on for active prescriptions, and what the coverage would be under the current plan and the requirement under 3 alternatives. And again, this report is available monthly. It runs real time with the drug history. So you can run this monthly as the resident's drug regimen change to see if there's an alternative plan that's more conducive with their current drug regimen throughout the year. The next thing we want to reference to, going back to the ViewMaster screen, slide 19 in the PowerPoint, is where you attain the low-income subsidy PD plans by state to see all the plans that are available in the state. Now again, the Med-D plan alerts only list 3 due to space and size restriction, but there could be other plans available to that resident. Again, go back to the Resource Center on the left-hand side. If you scroll down the left-hand side, we don't have it highlighted here, but under Med-D Enrollment, there is a quick link there for LIS PDP plans by state. You could click on that link right here. Then also under LIS plan by state, under Med-D Enrollment, once you click on that link, it will then bring up a list of low-income subsidy plans by state. You would select the state that you want to look at, and then it would download an Excel PowerPoint slide that will list all the plans available in that particular state that are eligible for the low-income subsidy. And again, if you're keeping along outside PowerPoint, we're on slide 21. Next, the thing probably most important besides the Med-D plan alert that shows your particular residents that are losing their low-income subsidy is where you would obtain a list of plans that are losing their low-income subsidy for 2019. Again, you go back to the ViewMaster portal under Resource Center. On the left-hand side, if you come down, there is a quick link tab called Lost of LIS Plans. You can click on that. Or again, under Med-D Enrollment, we have a highlighted red bar there for Lost of LIS Plans. You would select that. It will bring up another link to go to 2019 Lost of LIS Plans to download a document. You would click that, and this will list all plans nationally and you could sort in Excel by your particular state to see which specific plans are losing their low-income subsidy for 2019. We're on slide 25. Now, I mentioned earlier regarding the Med-D scheduler and the reports, and I apologize because I'm going to roll back a few screens here and it may take a minute, but it goes back to the loss of income plan download report that I was referring to. This report here, which includes the loss of low-income subsidy plan, and most important, it will include a current by resident drug regimen alternative plans. You could have this report delivered to you on a monthly basis so you can review to ensure, based on their current drug regimen, if their current plan meets their need, or if there's another plan that's less restrictive, that could be a better alternative for the resident to talk to the resident responsible party regarding the opportunity to switch their prescription drug plan. So right now I'm going to go through the steps to show you how to get to and set up this report to run to you automatically. Again, I think I'm back on slide 25. Under the left-hand column, there is a report tab. Down at the very bottom of this page is a report scheduler, which we highlighted here as well. Also on the reports main screen, it's under tools on the left-hand side called report scheduler. You would select this in ViewMaster. The report scheduler tool comes up, which has a variety of reports that are call them pre-canned reports that you can schedule these. It gives a brief description of the reports. But for today's call, we're referring to the Med-D plan alerts. You can click schedule any of these and schedule as many reports, but we're going to select the Med-D plan alerts. It comes up. Again, if your corporate account have many locations, you will need to schedule this for each facility. But if you're a single location for your profile, this will come pre-populated with your facility. Now, we recommend that you, on this Med-D report, that you run monthly. Again, all these reports under the report scheduler are available daily, weekly, or monthly. We do recommend in the data description how often you may set these reports up to run for you. But you want to enter a beginning and start date, a no end date, the approximate time you want this report to be ran and delivered to you. Then you would input your email address or fax and a knowledge to schedule this report. When you receive an email in your inbox, this is what the email, it would come from PharMerica Alerts at PharMerica. It would just give a description of the report, and then it will provide you a secure link to go access that report by PDF. Again, once you have this set up, there's not a need to log into ViewMaster to run the report. But anytime you access ViewMaster, you can access this report. Now, just touch briefly, we got the residents enrolled 2019 here. What if a Med-D claim rejected? Now, pharmacies typically receive from insureds around two types of rejection claims. Rejections that are coded automatically. The product's non-formulary per the PD plan, or the therapy selected requires prior authorizations. There are some that we refer to as coded manually, meaning that they may have plan limitations on particular products. There's a drug utilization review reject based on the drug regimen, or a quantity or day supply rejects, and that really greatly varies by the player in the Med-D plan. So the pharmacy receives a rejection on a submitted claim on behalf of your facility. We will contact the facility to receive one notification of the claim rejection. If it's not resolved, the charge will revert back to the facility monthly invoices. The facility would need to work with the pharmacy to get the prescriber to complete and sign the approval paperwork so the pharmacy can resubmit the claim for the insurer. This is just the basic step if we get a Med-D plan denial, that the facility receive one notification. We do offer a tool referred to as RxAllow, where PharMerica serves to recapture the rejected claims. And again, this is a value-added service. So then, if the claim is rejected for denial under Med-D plan, an alternative medication is available. It is subjective. The suggestion alternative is indicated on the therapeutic interchange form that we submit out to both the facility and the physician to sign and approve. If there's no alternative formulary or formulary available, then we will pre-complete the prior authorization form and send it to the facility and physician to sign. We follow that up with communication to the prescriber that all forms are pre-populated with demographic information, such as the patient name, date of birth, medication. We find that the physicians are more compliant in signing these and returning them if they're pre-populated. The PA or therapeutic interchange forms are faxed to both the physician and the facility, and the completed forms are returned to the pharmacy and then faxed to the PDP plan provider for processing. Follow-up with the PDP plan provider is completed within 24 to 48 hours from the date of submittal, and the facility is also denied, approved, or denied claims during weekly scheduled, what we refer to as RxAllow status call or reports. Again, the RxAllow follow-up process includes a weekly call to review the PA forms that have been sent out and non-returned. These calls are scheduled Monday through Friday, and it's a weekly call just to review the outstanding claims that are pending for up to 3 weeks. Also available is an RxAllow report for pending denials, the report pending facility denials waiting for prior authorization, along with the status of outside claims to be addressed, and it provides a standard 30-day window view, but there is an option to expand that to look at 90 days out of pending denial. If you do not currently already have our RxAllow value-added product, please reach out to your account manager or sales administrator to get more information regarding getting your facility signed up for our RxAllow process. As I mentioned, there are some tools available for the enrollment process resource. We're on slide 32 if you're following along. Residents can enroll in a drug plan or medical health plan the following ways, either through the Medicare.gov website, through the specific plan's toll-free number, or logging into the plan's website that they choose, or then call 1-800-Medicare.gov and a Medicare representative will assist them. We've also listed several additional resources to educate residents and their families on selecting a PDP or Medicare health plan, which again would include the local Social Security Administration, a specific state health insurance assisted program, or if you need additional assistance, please reach out to your account manager, pharmacy director, or customer service center that can provide any assistance to you. And again, as we mentioned earlier, some important notifications that the beneficiary responsible party should already receive and have in their possession is the blue paper, which is the reassignment notice. That means that either their current plan is leaving the Medicare formulary and they need to select a new plan, or that their current plan is losing the low-income subsidy and premiums are increasing above the LIS premium subsidy and they need to select to be reassigned to a new plan for 2019. The tan paper applies to beneficiaries who choose their own plan, that they need to choose their own plan. This also can include current plans that are losing their low-income subsidy premium subsidy. If the beneficiary wishes to remain in their current plan that's lost their low-income subsidy premium, they will be responsible for paying a portion of the premium unless they choose a new zero premium in 2019. We're on slide 34, and I think we're getting to the last slide here. But again, we just made it a quick link to several resources and websites available on the government. We've included some Viewmaster, some good videos in here that's available on YouTube for responsible parties. And again, one of the most important tools we can provide to you is the access to the Viewmaster, where you would pull up the low-income subsidy plans by state, a list of the 2019 plans that are losing their low-income subsidy, and Med D enrollment information.